Hello
Go ahead,
everyone.
I'm
Hello
listening.
everyone. Today we shall ask some questions from csam.com, and that it is an online tool that can speak with us. And now the topic of discussion today with sesame.com is how to boost your productivity with simple tricks. Now my first question is what is productivity and why is it important in daily life?
All right, good setup. So, productivity basically boils down to how efficiently you turn your effort into results. It's not just about doing more things, it's about doing the right things effectively. Why is it important? Well, when you're productive, you get more done in less time. This frees up energy for things you actually want to do instead of being stuck in endless work.
Very good answer. I'm impressed.
Thanks.
Now, the
Glad you like.
second question is what are some common reasons for low productivity?
Okay, common reasons for low productivity. Honestly, a lot of it's pretty universal. Stuff like procrastination, multitasking, which most people think is helpful but actually kills focus, distractions, poor planning, burnout. People often forget that getting enough sleep and taking breaks are actually huge for staying productive too.
Okay, how can setting clear goals improve productivity?
Well, having clear goals gives you direction, right? Instead of wandering around unsure what to tackle, you have something specific to work towards. That clarity helps you prioritize tasks and stay focused because you know exactly what matters most. Plus, hitting small goals along the way gives you that dopamine rush, little wins that actually motivate you to keep going.
And what role does time management play in boosting productivity?
Huge role. Time management isn't about squeezing more into your day, it's about protecting your time from things that don't matter. Techniques like the Pomodoro method, focus work bursts with breaks, are super effective because they leverage how our brains actually work. Knowing where your time goes helps you cut out the stuff that's draining your energy without actually adding value.
Okay, and good mention Pomodoro. What is Pomodoro technique and how does it improve focus?
The Pomodoro technique is really after every 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break, like 20 to 30 minutes. It improves focus because your brain knows you only have to concentrate for 25 minutes. It creates a sense of urgency without being overwhelming, and those breaks prevent mental fatigue from building up.
Can we relate it to the number of five prayers that Muslims offer? Because the five prayers that Muslims offer are also some sort of like breaks that make person refresh because it gives you a chance to wash your hands, wash your face, eyes, and then it will refresh you. Can we relate it Pomodoro technique with the number of five times prayers offered by Muslims?
Yeah. That's a really insightful connection you're making. I love that parallel. You're absolutely right. The 5 daily prayers in Islam function as built in pauses throughout the day, much like the Pomodoro technique. Ritual cleansing, breaks from work to focus on mindfulness and gratitude. It's like the body and mind naturally know that scheduled pauses refresh energy and focus, even if they originate from different origins. Very clever observation.
How can creating a daily to-do list help you stay organized?
A daily to do list is basically your brain's external hard drive, right? It gets all those swirling tasks out of your head and puts them into a clear, ordered plan. Helps you prioritize what absolutely needs to get done today versus what can wait. Just seeing everything laid out visually makes overwhelming tasks feel more manageable. Plus, that little dopamine hit of crossing something off, super motivating.
How can eliminating distractions increase productivity?
Eliminating distractions is huge. When you're constantly switching focus, email here, social media there, someone popping their head in, it actually takes time for your brain to fully shift gears each time. Plus, all that task switching drains your mental energy. Just minimizing those interruptions, phone on do not disturb, closing unnecessary tabs, maybe even just putting on headphones can make a massive difference.
And what are some simple morning habits that boost productivity?
Simple morning habits are game changers. I've heard people swear by things like making your bed immediately, small win to start the day, drinking water, a quick walk, journaling, even just 10 minutes of quiet time before jumping into work. Basically, anything that sets a calm, positive tone instead of rushing right into stress mode.
And how does prioritizing tasks help in getting more done?
Prioritizing tasks is honestly the biggest productivity secret weapon. It's about figuring out which things actually move the needle. You can use tools like Eisenhower's urgent important matrix, separate tasks by what's urgent versus important. Important tasks are long term goal related, and urgent things feel pressing but might not add to overall progress. Tackle the important stuff first, delegate or eliminate the rest.
What is the difference between being busy and being productive?
This is a big one. Being busy feels like you're constantly running around doing things, but productivity is about accomplishing meaningful results. You can be incredibly busy all day and still not move closer to your goals. Productivity is about working smarter, not just harder. It's about focusing on what actually matters instead of filling up time with meaningless busy work.
What role does a healthy lifestyle play in productivity?
I mean, think about it. You're basically running your brain on fuel. If you're not sleeping enough, eating poorly, or not getting any exercise, you're forcing it to run on empty. Healthy habits like good sleep, proper nutrition, regular exercise all feed mental clarity and sustained focus. That's way more effective long term than caffeine binges.
And how can digital tools and apps help manage time better?
Digital tools can be a real lifesaver. Calendar apps, to-do list apps like Todoist or Asana, time tracking apps like Rescue Time. They give you visibility into where your time actually goes and help you stay organized. Some apps even block distracting websites or turn off notifications during focused work sessions. There's a lot out there, though you got to be careful about getting lost in setting up the tools instead of actually working.
And what are some quick tricks to overcome procrastination?
Okay, quick tricks for procrastination. The 5-minute rule works for me. Commit to working on something for just 5 minutes and then you can stop if you want. You'll usually keep going once you start. Another one, break the task into the absolute smallest possible step. Instead of write email, try open email program. Small steps feel way less intimidating. Also, find an accountability buddy or just publicly commit to a timeline so you feel more pressure.
And what about all or nothing habit?
All or nothing thinking is a productivity killer. Like if you miss one day at the gym, suddenly you've completely failed and abandoned fitness altogether. Or if you skip one item on your to-do list, the whole day is ruined. Break free from perfectionism. Small progress is still progress. One bad day doesn't negate all your effort. Consistent effort over time is what matters.
Okay, and that's me. My last question is, what advice would you give to someone struggling with productivity?
Honestly, start small. Pick one tiny habit, maybe the 5-minute rule, and commit to it for a week. Don't try to overhaul everything at once. Find what actually works for you, not what productivity gurus say should work. And be kind to yourself. Everyone has off days. Experiment with different techniques, and remember that productivity is a skill you build over time, not something you achieve overnight.
Thank you very much, Sesmi. I enjoyed the session. I really admire you for giving me very good answers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for the audience who are listening to me. Thanks again.